Come June 22nd, and the Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, will address a joint session of the U.S. Congress. Prime Minister Modi will set a remarkable precedent by becoming the first Indian Prime Minister to address the U.S. Congress twice. The world is watching India with awe and admiration. An economic powerhouse, a formidable diplomatic force, and the Vishwaguru in making.
India is in such wonderful hands. All this talk about 5G, 6G, 7G, here in India we have something more powerful than all of those, Guruji.
The U.S. invite to Prime Minister Modi for a state visit is another reinforcement of the global acknowledgement of India's growing might and repute. The United States has demonstrated an overwhelming appreciation of India as of late, recognizing her as one of its most crucial partners in the region.
Somebody who doesn't have a global dominance in mind, but actually working with other countries to mutual benefit. That's the kind of partner we need.
Be it the transfer of advanced tech and defense, granting India a CAATSA sanctions waiver, or unparalleled successful pushes in commerce, the United States has time and time again demonstrated its intent to cultivate a strong alliance with India. A multipolar world is the new reality, and India has already been dubbed by many as the leader of the global South. India's realpolitik strategies, her extraordinary skills at maneuvering the toughest of crises with ease, and her wide popularity and acceptability across regions and groupings have made her one of the most desirable allies on the planet. Join us as we discuss India's current global status and the reasons why she has been the recipient of much acclaim. Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the United States' House of Representatives, sent out a viral tweet inviting Prime Minister Modi to address the joint session of the U.S. Congress. The moment was evidence to both the strengthening of the Indo-U.S. ties and to India's swiftly elevating prominence in geopolitics. Prime Minister Modi's affirmative response served as an emphatic stamp of approval. Being called by many as a deeply deliberated, carefully calculated U.S. call, the stage for this highly anticipated visit was set by President Biden himself through his congeniality and deep admiration for the Indian leader during the recently held G7 summit.
We have been able to kickstart the Indo-US quantum coordination mechanism. I do hope and I'm very optimistic that in the near future, under each one of these heads, you will be hearing more specific, more tangible results that have been achieved.
Although Prime Minister Modi had received huge admiration during his previous U.S. visits as well, this upcoming visit is eagerly awaited. Firstly, this is the first occasion when Prime Minister Modi's visit is being referred to as a state visit. Secondly, it is anticipated that the top-level discussions will encompass a wide range of highly significant subjects and deals. India, which has diversified her defense import market and has become self-reliant in developing a number of assault weapons and defense systems, is seeking to acquire the United States jet engine technology with a full transfer of technology clauses built in. It is also expected that MQ-9 armed drones worth billions could also be in India's shopping list as Prime Minister Modi heads west. This technology can provide a big boost to India's defense capabilities, especially to the Indian Air Force. It is expected that the United States will seek stronger Indian support in countering Chinese aggression in the Indo-Pacific. Many in Washington have grown wary of China's increasing notoriety in the Indo-Pacific, which has threatened both American interests and allies. It was in line with these objectives that the United States' successive national security strategies, including the one released last year, referred to India as an ally, while calling China a competitor. The Quad security grouping is also a result of India and America's shared vision of a free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific.
Here we have United States, Japan, and Australia. This is in which they're all four democracies. And they are looking at all the possibilities of cooperation, collaboration, be it in the technological area, be it in the critical technologies.
Both India and the United States will also seek to further improve their flourishing economic ties as well. Indo-US trade touched a historic mark of 128.55 billion USD in 2022 to 2023. It was a remarkable feat considering the trade numbers stood at 80.51 billion USD in 2020 to 2021. This was even more significant as India's trade with China declined by 1.5% to 113.83 billion US dollars. The India-US trade framework is symbiotic and synergistic. Although there have been some hiccups here and there, both countries have successfully tapped each other's markets while playing by the rules.
As we look ahead to the state visit that Prime Minister Modi will be embarking upon in Washington next week, along with Ajit Doval and a significant delegation from India, a number of the deliverables at that visit are not just bullet points on a page. They are fundamentally designed to remove those obstacles.
India's people-oriented policies have shaped the global agenda. In what used to be a US-led unipolar world, today, India has become one of the most adored and admired allies, partners, and leaders in the multipolar environment. The key words in shared global goals are peace and prosperity, and many have put their bets on Delhi as a reliable partner. Her foreign policy has been so effective and impressive that many seem to embrace and emulate her approach. In the current global scenario, India not only takes a position, but also supports and defends. The world has acknowledged that the Indian way is the right way. Gone are the days when powerful global media houses set a narrative about India and push it through a political path.
India is a vibrant democracy. Anybody that happens to go to New Delhi can see that for themselves. And certainly, I would expect that the strength and health of democratic institutions will be part of the discussion.
Maintaining neutrality in the face of an overwhelmingly polarized world is one of the greatest challenges a country can face. But guess who has effortlessly navigated this challenge? India. India's diplomacy, underpinned by effective communication and her strict adherence to the already established international norms, have led her to become the most sought-after and desirable diplomatic force in the world. From Russia to Israel, from Europe to Australia, and from the Middle East to the Indo-Pacific to the United States of America, everybody has admired India and has a strong desire to have her as an ally. India has even declined to choose sides even when pushed. India preaches and strictly practices Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. India will remain impartial while actively pursuing her welfare missions in the interests of global well-being.